Hi, I'm Kevin Trimble, past chair of the Muskoka Watershed Council and a member of the Muskoka Watershed Advisory Group. I'd like to invite you to join Dr. Richard Lammers and I this Thursday afternoon at 5 for another webinar in the Sustainability and Climate Change series, which is being put on by the Muskoka Steamships and Discovery Center throughout the spring. Richard and I will be speaking about the differences between water management and watershed management. And I'm going to spend a bit of time talking about why an understanding of how water moves through the watershed landscape is so important, and why we need to better understand the watershed ecosystem in order to make better decisions for the future. And I'll use a couple of examples like the effects of lake drawdown on the aquatic ecosystem. So I hope you'll join us at Thursday at 5. We're excited to be a part of this.
Hello, my name is Richard Lammers, and I'll be presenting with Kevin Trimble on the topic of watershed management. My talk will have two parts. In the first part, I will look at the recent 2019 Muskoka flood event. This will include an introduction to the river system in Muskoka, how it has two main branches, and how those relate to the large lakes. We will also look at the major long-term observations of river flow in Muskoka and see that the 2019 flood indeed was a record event. We will also look at some of the other flood events that occurred in Muskoka over the last 100 years. The second part of my talk will view the watershed as an integrated system that goes beyond just the large water bodies. This means we need to consider not just water in the rivers and lakes, but also how that water is distributed over all of Muskoka. Here we're thinking about the pathways water can take over and through the landscape. We need to understand that watersheds are complex, interrelated systems in which water is only one key piece. This view is critical when thinking about watersheds and their management. This presentation will be broadcast live on Thursday, April 29th at 2021 at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So join us so you too can learn the difference between water management and watershed management.